Hi friends, this is Renee from Little Village Homestead, and today I've got a garden update. Be right back. Look at there, friends. That's my little herb container. I've got basil and curly parsley, Italian flat leaf parsley, chives, rosemary, and oregano. It's coming up right here. Oh, and it smells wonderful. That's that. And right here in this little container, I've got spearmint growing. That smells good too. Lovely. Oh, it smells so good. Aw, that's my plant that my mother got me for Mother's Day. Isn't she pretty? And she's in an old-fashioned pot. Here, guys, I'll get a close look on this. This is my store-bought onions. Yep, I used the greens on them. I cut the little white part just to where it was starting to turn green, and I planted them. And look at them. They're going bananas. Here, this is fantastic too. That is my potatoes that I planted in an old watering trough. Look at how crazy they're going in here. No bugs, no pests, no nothing. And I even put a little Epsom salt in them. In fact, I put Epsom salt in all my plants. But I'm very good to them. Here, these ones, I don't know about these ones. All my beans seem to be, something ate the heck out of them to begin with. And then they take off like a bat out of Hades. So I'm just waiting to see. And I planted a couple sunflowers in there because these are pole beans. And I figured, oh, that'd be nice for them to grow up the sunflowers. And right here, I got to water yet this evening. But right here I've got my yellow and green zucchini squash, my yellow summer squash, my green zucchini, and a couple of nice little tomato plants for the middle of that. So that's doing good too. And right here I've got my slicing cucumbers and my pickling cucumbers. Those have really taken off. They're doing really good. They're doing really good in these pots. These pots, see, they're huge. You know what? My husband bought those for me. When we stayed in a hotel when we were still working out of state, we stayed in a hotel in Newcomerstown, Ohio. And the guy says, it was a maintenance guy from the hotel. He says, I don't know what the heck I'm going to do with these. I said, you're going to sell them? So he sold me these three and another one for 60 bucks. Can't beat it. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, here's more. That, of course, is my sedum, and I started that from a little sprig about 2 years ago, and it's gone crazy. There's my lettuce. That is doing absolutely fantastic, and we've had a couple days of nice hot weather, and I watered the heck out of them, and they're doing good. This, friends, is onions and my garlic, and they are doing really good. Now the garlic was from store-bought garlic I planted. I saw it was in the cooler, and it was already starting to sprout in the cooler, and I said, hey, can I have a discount? He gave it to me for free. So that's my free broccoli. And then here is my peas. For some reason, it's really windy out here today, and it's not wanting to, they're not wanting to hold up very well. But look, I got a little pea on it. Believe that? That little itty-bitty thing. They're all doing good. And those are tomatoes over there, and then in between, which I gotta thin them out a little bit, I planted some radishes. I got some radishes over here too, and I need to get them thinned out, I know. And these are, that is more, oh boy, I forgot. Let's see, oh, that's more pickling cucumbers. That's what those are. There's Miss Charlie laying in the window. She don't want to come outside, only in the evening time, and in In the daytime, she thinks she's a big hunter. She hunts all the birds from the window. She's funny. This is my dill I got growing. It's doing pretty good. In a little wooden container. Go figure. I planted a couple of them in there, and they seem to be doing real good. Okay. That is pepper plants. Now I just watered these last night, and they're getting dry already, but these are doing real good. And these pepper plants are just the yellow, orange, and red sweet peppers. And I got my eggplants in here. These are doing really good too. Everything's just taking off in leaps and bounds. That's a nice tomato plant. Oh, and by the way, I showed you my tomato plants growing in the middle of my squash plants. Those are cherry tomatoes. And that's another tomato plant. And tomato plant number 3. And look at how nice they're doing. They seem to be doing really good. There's more peppers. These are doing real good too. Here's some more peppers, and I've already got a blossom or 2 on all my peppers. I can't believe that, how well they're doing. And tomatoes. Tomatoes and more tomatoes and more tomatoes. And I don't know exactly the name of these. They're a squash, and it's a striped squash. Delicata. I want to say delicata. I'm not sure. But anyway, that's what that is. And it's doing pretty good. Here are my peas that I'm growing. Everything I'm growing, too, is in containers. And look at all the little buds on them. They're doing fantastic. And these ones are even starting to climb up my trellis. Look at there. And every day I come out here, I don't get my hands stuck in the fence. I kind of give them a head start on this. The wind's blowing them. Oh, just like hell west and crooked out here. The wind is bad out here today. But aren't those nice? They're starting to grow up that trellis. They're nice, tall, healthy. They look wonderful. And all my plants, I saw online some guy was putting Epsom salt in all of his dirt. You know, like a teaspoon. Is it a teaspoon per foot, I think I read. And anyway, so I gave it a try. And look it. They went crazy. Those are my pole beans, which I got to thin some of them out. I think I've got too many in there. And these are pole beans, and no, these are just regular beans. Just regular bush beans. And my grandbabies, they planted sunflowers. 2 little buckets, 1 apiece. And then these are sunflowers that I got for them. So, and I got hostas over here. That's it for my veggies. I got my pretty hostas over here, and they're doing really good. Exceptional. And I got more hostas over here. I just fill my front beds with hostas and let them go. They look pretty. Over here is my pond. And here's my 2 pretty flowers for my splash of color. That one's getting ready to bloom. That beautiful red geranium, and I got a pink geranium. And they're gorgeous. And then I got some mint growing in there. And heavens, see this? I have no clue what this is. This plant. It's got, let me find the flower. It's got a pretty purple flower right there. I don't know what that is, but it's growing all over my rocks in my pond. See it? Growing all over. I got some water lettuce and my fish that fell down. The wind out here is crazy today. We'll put him back up here because he's a cutie pie. There. There's that. My little pond. And I got my little solar lights on it. It's all lined with rocks. It is pretty. Then over here I got a cute pot of flowers that I got. And they're blooming. Got cosmos in the middle. They're beautiful. And I got more hostas. And I laugh because my dad calls them hostages. Look at the size of this one. He's huge and beautiful. I love the variegated ones. Those are about my favorite. So, oh, and the semi's in our yard. Okay, here's more. See, I don't do a whole lot of flowers. I love hostas. There's some more hostas here. And there's a plant that I got for Mother's Day from my son. Real pretty. Pretty purple flowers. Pretty pretty. My little decorations in there. My little rooster playing the violin. And my trellis fell. I'm telling you, it's windy. So there you go, friends. That's my little container garden. And everything is doing good. And that's why I've been so busy doing this, I haven't done many videos. But from here on out, I'll get a few videos each weekend. So, I got apple trees over there too. Wonder if I can zoom in on them. Yeah, they're doing good. They were just whips when I planted them 2 years ago. Just little bitty things. Real good. All right, there you go. Thanks for watching.